Okay, so we want to get started on our projects here in the loft, and I don't know why I'm holding. Hey, take this. And so our first project we're going to do up here is the flooring. And when we first built this, we wanted to do hardwood floor. We always wanted to do hardwood floor up here. And now we've been up here for a couple of years, and we've been living with this OSB, and it's been painted nice. It doesn't give slivers, but we're kind of sick of it. And now we're to the point where we're designing and planning our house, which we have to start in the spring. And so we decided to just go ahead and do a laminate flooring so we can get this done and in here. So we picked up this laminate flooring. It was pretty inexpensive. And we're going to go ahead and get this done today. It's about 700 square feet of flooring. We're going to do carpet in the bedrooms, and there's a few areas that are tile. So we won't bore you with all the details of another laminate floor installation, but we'll get you jump in and show you updates as we get going. So under the laminate flooring, you need to put an underlayment, and normally some of the laminate flooring comes with the underlayment on it, some of it doesn't. This one does not. And we were pricing it, it would have cost another $200 to buy the underlayment. And we had this thick landscaping fabric that is good. It'll act as a sound dampener and pad for under the thing. So we're just going to go ahead and use what we have and save a couple $100. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a sped up video here of us doing the flooring. We've been going about a little over an hour.
Yeah, we started at 9:30, it's 10:40 right now.
10:40, so we'll let the camera roll and we'll fill in a little bit of flooring.
The truth is that 12 hours before we were installing this floor, we didn't have it. We had bought this on a whim. We were out running errands. Zach was getting some caulking, and I run over to the flooring department, find this screaming hot deal on laminate flooring, and I just decided this is it. We're just going to do it. We happen to have had a little bit of money set aside, and this was what I wanted to spend it on. I was tired of OSB painted floors. I couldn't stand the paint chipping up anymore. I was all out of paint. I didn't want to have to buy new paint. I just wanted to have flooring done. I wanted to be able to wipe up spills. I wanted to be able to sweep. I wanted it to look nice, and I was just done living in a half-finished area. So we did it. We had 10 minutes before the store closed, and Zach and I piled 30 boxes of this laminate onto a cart. We rushed to the front. They held open a register so that we could purchase this. We brought it home. By the time we got home, it was pretty late at night. The kids didn't even know, so they woke up to a pile of laminate flooring sitting on our OSB, and they were so excited to install it, knowing that we would finally have real floors. So it wasn't that hard to get the kids on board for this project. They really enjoy and like being part of the process of making our house a home. Okay, so here we are. It's noon, and we are halfway done with the floor. We got through most of the tricky part, which was backfilling into the entryway, going around the island. All the kids have been helping. Have you been helping? Are you a good helper? Yep. So we're starting to cook a little bit of lunch right now because some people are struggling from a little low blood sugar. And that's it. We're going to just keep plugging away here. So we're going to move the camera, get a different angle, and we're going to keep going.
You can help me?
Before we lived here, we lived in Las Vegas, and I worked a lot of hours. We had our own business, which required me to be available all the time. I hardly ever was able to see my kids. And one of the fundamental reasons we moved here and changed our whole life was so that we could spend time together as a family. There was a point where my wife said, this is not the way we want to live. I've had enough of raising the kids by myself. And we had to make drastic changes in order to be able to move and to make our life different. And sometimes that would have seemed totally impossible. But by setting the goal and working towards it, we were able to achieve at least that portion of the goal. So to do this project with my whole family and be able to spend time with them, to teach them, to show them how to do hard work, to show them how to problem solve, to show them how to work a project from beginning to end is a great blessing and something that we have been looking forward to for many years.
One of the great things about this laminate floor project was that all 8 of us could be on the job site together. It was safe enough for even the baby to be there and be present, and everyone could be around. Everyone was there to lend a helping hand, and it was super fun. We're super proud of how our kids were able to work together and how they didn't get snippy with each other, and they were just good workers throughout the whole project. It was really, really awesome. So here we are, it is 1:50 and our floor is done. We just need to
Our
get
house is a mess, but the floor is done.
6 kids, 2 adults, 27 packages of laminate flooring. Not too bad. So what we didn't get a video of is our cutting station out here. So we had the chop saw out here on its stand, overlooking beautiful view. But this is how much waste we had. We estimated 30 boxes for 700 square feet. And this is what was left over, all the ends and the pieces that we couldn't reuse. Here's our boxes, and here's our deck where we stored all our junk out here while we were doing our reno. So here we go. This quick little time lapse was captured by Lincoln. I'm so glad that he thought to take this because it is my favorite part of project day, which is when the project's over and you get to put everything back. You get to put everything the way that you want it and put your house back together, just like a puzzle with all its missing pieces. And it's like finding every single one. It's a time to declutter and to reorganize, to clean up and start fresh. And the kids did so good during this whole project. Like, we couldn't have been happier. Okay, here we are. It is 2:45 and we just got the place put back together. So everything went really well. We didn't have any hiccups. Just a little maneuvering around corners and stuff where we had to notch and so forth. We only had one minor injury. Jefferson got a little slice when he was opening one of the boxes. It just kind of paper cut his hand kind of on the...
You okay, buddy?
Yeah. You gonna live?
Yeah.
Hallelujah. So, but all the kids were able to help. They were good helpers and helping watching the baby and helping with the floor. It's nice having Lincoln, who's 15 and a half, who can do stuff like an adult. So between Lincoln and me and Zach, we were all on the chop saw, trimming pieces and getting everything done. McKinley and Reagan were snapping in flooring. Even Harrison, our little 3-year-old, was handing us planks, and Grant was just being cute. So anyway, we're so excited. I could not be more excited. It has been a long time in the making, and to not have OSB painted floors literally almost makes me cry. So it'll take a little adjustment, but we're so happy. We're so happy.
1 week post-project update, and I have to say, I've had no regrets about choosing this project. Had I known how much peace and serenity that these floors would have brought to my life, I probably would have made sure that they made it up higher on the priority list than what they did. But I have no regrets. I'm so glad that we did it. It snowed shortly after we started this project, and so now with the mud and the snow that comes in, it's so much easier to clean that off of the floors than it was the OSB, and I'm just really glad that it's done.